On September 21, 1776, a devastating fire swept through New York City. The fire destroyed more than 500 buildings, nearly a quarter of the city. It was one of the worst fires in American history. But the fire was not an accident. It was an act of arson, committed by American patriots who wanted to deny the British a valuable base. New York City in 1776 was a bustling port city. It was the largest city in the American colonies. But it was also a city under siege. The British had captured the city in September, and the American army had been forced to retreat. The fire started in a tavern near the Battery. It spread rapidly, fueled by the wooden buildings and the strong wind. The British soldiers and the citizens of New York fought the fire, but it was out of control. The fire destroyed more than 500 buildings. The city was in ruins. The British occupation had been dealt a severe blow. The fire was a disaster, but it was also a victory for the American cause. George Washington, the commander of the American army, was not in New York when the fire started. But he had given orders to his soldiers to deny the British any resources. The fire was a military operation, a desperate act of war. The British were furious. They had captured New York, but they had captured a ruin. The fire was a blow to their pride and their resources. The British blamed the Americans for the fire, and they were right. New York was rebuilt after the fire. The British occupation continued until 1783, but the city would never be the same. The fire had changed the city forever. But here is the question that remains: was the fire justified? The Americans were fighting for their freedom. They wanted to deny the British a valuable base. The fire was a desperate act of war. It was a dark chapter in American history.